Well, a very rainy good evening from Mumbai. As I am remaining indoors, I am removing my mask. Otherwise, on public places, wearing mask is a must. Welcome to the Hospitality Show, the 12th episode, live from Mega Classic Banquet, Borivali West. This show, which has been a big hit among the hospitality industry and other fraternities, has already crossed 20,000 viewers offline. Though people don't come online to watch this, there are many who watch it in YouTube and Facebook during their free time. This show has seen the legends of this industry, and today we have a very interesting gentleman who is an upcoming entrepreneur who in a small age has raised the bars to the next level. Here I am mentioning about Mr. Nikhil Samani, who is the Managing Director of Aurole Hotels family. That's what he calls his hotel as his family. So I request Dimple Madani to introduce Mr. here and bring him to the screen, please. Over to you, Dimple.
Thank you, sir. Namaste and good evening to all our online viewers. Welcome to the 12th episode of the Hospitality Show, hosted by Dr. Ananth Vaidyanathan, CEO Touch of Class, in conversation with Mr. Nikhil Samani. The entrepreneurial success story of Mr. Nikhil Samani, who hails from a humble background and is deeply rooted with the Gujarati business community, began in the early 2000s. It was Mr. Nikhil Samani's father who established the real estate industry across the suburbs of Mumbai, along with setting foot into the F&B, catering, hospitality business on a small scale in the 1970s. In 2001, Mr. Nikhil Samani joined the real estate business within a year after completing his education. In 2014, started with hospitality with an aspiration of developing and largely scaling the F&B business coupled with passion towards the hospitality industry. Aditi Banquet was developed in Andheri. Mr. Nikhil's vision is to largely expand in the real estate and hospitality industry, and his humble and hardworking attitude has always made him a go-getter. Mr. Nikhil is a receiver of the Young Achievers Awards, powered by Midday. Not just that, Hotel Aurole is awarded as the most popular business hotel and to add to many feathers. Hotel Aurole's infamous Lou restaurant and bar was nominated for the Best Restaurant and Bar, Asia and Pacific by the renowned Hotels Spirited Awards 2019, Top 10 Regional among the only 2 nominees from India. So ladies and gentlemen, with a round of applause, please welcome Mr. Nikhil Samani.
Good evening, Mr. Nikhil. Nice seeing you after a long time. I think we have met for 1.5 years or 2 years.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
It is pleasure. It's my pleasure always, sir. But I would like to start like with this. A young entrepreneur like you, how proud do you feel as a hotelier and what made you come to this industry, sir?
Frankly, it's to come into the hospitality industry, it was a complete vision of my father. He started his career with the small F&B, like a sweet shop and the small scale catering business and all that. So I always used to see him. So always it was like a dream or a vision that we will expand in this business. So it is really proud to be a part of this hospitality industry. Whenever I used to go in, when I in the childhood or in my school days, college days, that how the small things they take care about restaurants, and when you enter in the hotel, the reception guy, housekeeping guy, how the whole network works. Really, even I enjoy today also when our whole team works together. It's not like a 12 hours a desk job, but it's like a 24 hours 365 days keep on going. So it's really proud to be a part of this. And regarding this industry, yes, always great.
Very nice. I'm very happy to note that during this pandemic time, your hotelier is so very confident, speaking with so much of positiveness. This is what will make our industry grow into great heights, is what I feel.
Thank you.
The viewers, as viewers are all new to you, of course, you are a famous figure in the industry. They would also love to know about your school ages, college days, your dating days, before marriage days. How was your life, and how has life changed after the marriage? All those things. Can you just elaborate on that, Mr. Nikhil?
Regarding school days, I was very good in studies always, and I'm a civil engineer by from the background, because we are from the real estate. So real estate was the main business, and then slowly we shifted to the hospitality. Still, we are into real estate, and majorly we are doing business in that. And obviously, studies was good going, and college I did. That time we were obviously busy in the lectures and practicals and laboratories and all that thing during the engineering time. So it was hard to get out the time, but since beginning, very much foodie. So we used to try new restaurant with our group. We used to go, we literally bunk the class and go to the all the new restaurants. There was one time when any new restaurant going to open, I used to plan that let's go here and try the new food. That time we never had any restaurants or a banquet or something like that. So it was great time, because colleges and all that time, that you don't get time, but whenever you get time, whatever time you get, you try to spend with your friends. And being a foodie, always like new restaurants and all that we used to try. Regarding before marriage, yes, had a good group, good set of friends. We used to go out, used to see travel a lot. So I had a good time before marriage also. After marriage also, my wife is also a very foodie, even because it's not like that now we have a hotels or all that things. That's why, but it since beginning it was same like that, and traveled a lot, right from the Asia Pacific to USA, UK, Australia, New Zealand. So I used to fond of these things, traveling and hotels. When I never had this dream also that I am going to make a hotel. But when in 2006-7, when I got 2006, I got married. That time, my wife used to tell me that whenever you are entering the hotel, you are taking photographs and all that first, and then you are asking. Now all the social media and come, so obviously everybody wants to put it. But that time I used to see that how you need a one standard hotel room, or your requirement for the typical hotel as a guest, what you require. Small things are sometimes missing in the hotel rooms, so you feel like that it should have been done. So all this was always in the dream that someday, as being a real estate guy, we will make one good hotel. And now we are here with a good hotel right now, with not only one, but 1, 2, 3, and now one more added in just last month. So that was great. And obviously, college days, before shadi, after shadi, all this good time, and now busy with the business. So it's going on.
Okay. I have seen Airole growing in a very rapid growth in a very short
Sir,
span
I'm
of
sorry,
time.
but sir, we pronounce it Oriole. So I know it's
Oriole.
the spelling could have been a spell in any ways, but it's Oriole. So yeah,
Okay.
sorry,
Okay.
you can.
No, okay. So Oriole has been on a rapid growth since its inception. What is the secret, and what is the new innovative ideas do you implement in having this consistent growth?
See, I can tell you one thing. When we planned the first hotel, I was completely new in this industry. With support of my team, and especially 2-3 people I would like to give their name here in this show also. Mr. Dharmesh Karmorkar, or my architect Mini Bhatt, or my wife, and my father. All these people were always supporting, and they were coming up with a new idea. So when we entered, our hotel is situated in Andheri, Mumbai. So the Andheri, Mumbai, near to airport, there are n numbers of hotels. And you won't believe, when we started this hotel, we were veg hotel. We were only used to serve eggs. So that was very challenging. So when we started this, we knew that how people were going to come. So the idea coming from, that's why I gave the name Dharmesh Karmarkar, that he used to tell me that Nikhil, मंदिर में जाते हैं तो किसी को smoking का याद आता है क्या? So we will make sure that they will have such a good aura in our hotel that they will not miss the non-veg food also. So always we used to have a concept behind the food, concept behind the planning. Even we have a 5 different floors rooms design. So each and every floors have a different design, right from the interior, furniture, fixture, tiles, flooring, curtain, chairs. So everything apart, and we make sure that we don't disturb their comfort. So our mattresses are always good, what the industry standards are, or even the bed. But the rest of the things where you just have a touch and feel, there we make sure with our team that we come up with a new concept. When we were making the hotel, we are blessed with the location right next to the airport, near to the airport. I'm sorry. We are just 2 minutes away from the highway, but we are not on the main road. So always it was like there is no such a great sound, because of it was not on the main road. And we are blessed with the 13 to 14 trees all around our property. So all these things made us very special. When you go on our rooftop, we have made a rooftop swimming pool. And generally in our areas, all the hotels doesn't have the swimming pool, or they don't have that much, like, you don't allow post 7 o'clock to go in the pool, and our hotels have the policy to go allow them till 10 o'clock. So when your tired guest comes after a corporate meeting, or maybe after going out, you enjoy that. At least you get time to go in the pool. Otherwise, you don't get time in the daytime. So this, all the ideas, our location, our rooftop pool. From my rooftop, you can see plane taking off, landing in, metro, highway view, all around surrounding views are free. So this all things make our first hotel very, very quickly in the market, with the concept of interiors, food, and the idea about the Oriole and designs and all that. So really made us differently and innovative to enter with the first property.
Oh, wonderful. Acha, now let me understand from Mr. Nitin, how do you believe in sustainable tourism?
Okay, tourism. Yeah. Tourism, obviously, sustainability is very important right now with the current scenario, especially in the post-pandemic situation. We believe that hospitality industry is always about the service, and to give the service to our host is the main thing. If you start doing that, then people will follow. So the idea for the sustainable tourism, I believe that we need to keep innovative about our products, and see ahead what rest of the people are doing. We can see them and follow them, or maybe we keep improving ourselves, is the main idea behind it.
In this pandemic, we have gone through this pandemic now, or are still going through this pandemic. What is your business module? How did you retain your staff? How was the pandemic affected your business, or how has it affected your staff, families? Because as such, I also read in your introduction that you call your hotels as your family. So how far has the pandemic affected it, and what are the new plans you opted to bring out the tourism to your places?
Regarding pandemic, yes, it is a worst hit. Our industry is badly hit. Means you can't explain. I don't know how the government is going to do all these things and help us. But with my team support, especially staff support, how you said, we made them inside the hotel, so we stayed in the bubble, and they never used to go out. Especially my kitchen team, we never used to allow them to go out, and we made sure that those who wanted to go home to their villages and all that, we allowed them to go, and rest of them we retained them with our new hotels. Just you don't know, you won't be knowing about it. We launched our Lonavala hotel just 15 days before the lockdown. So it was really our existing hotel staff we could not retain, but we had one more burden of new staff staying in our Lonavala hotel. But we made sure that we have them with us, their support and all that thing. So obviously it was good. That was a very difficult time. In fact, I lost my father during the first wave, so that was also
so sorry.
things. It was in May 2020. And regarding business model, you have asked me. We have come up with many things, like we have come up with the experience dining in our hotel. So we have used our room with dining, room decor with dining for the anniversaries and all that. So we did not offer only staycation, but we give them a day experience also. So we have come up with lots of ideas of dining experience, different way. Like right now we have one product which is date night product, which is a one more product which is movie night. So you can see movie with your partner in the room or in our small party room which we have. So there you can go with your partner or your friends maybe, and then enjoy your meal. So all these small things come up. Our kitchen team was so supportive, my chef and all that. They have supported us so well with the new food, because you can't have people coming in your restaurant. So obviously you have to depend on only on your kitchen delivery. And in Andheri, there are so many restaurants that you can't survive with the typical product. As you know, I used to tell everyone that generally 3-star hotel category में first floor पे कौन restaurant में जाता है? Even I don't go, because अगर it's not any specialty restaurant or any on-road restaurant which is famous or which is with having a big brand or something like that. So typical hotel building के restaurant में लोग नहीं आते, तो उसकी delivery भी बहुत effect होती है. Luckily, we survived with that. We came up with so many products like platters, and we call it royal platters, we call it Asian platters, we call it cheese platter, sushi platter. All these things we came up in last pandemic. In fact, before pandemic, we never had such product. And this COVID gave us all these innovative things. So people ask that what you did. So this innovations came up with online, thanks to this online support and marketing and all that things. And people have supported us throughout that. So that was the thing which we managed with this, and the experience dining which I shared with you. These 2-3 things are there, and luckily we got these 2 new properties lined up. Just we launched Lonavala before pandemic, and then during the pandemic, just we were supposed to launch our Silvassa property, which is called Inspira by Oriole Hotel. So it's a premium hotel. It's a resort and spa. So that was the idea, that it's in the Silvassa, which is very famous in the Gujarat part and the ideal for destination wedding. So it was our next step before that pandemic came. So now we have that new product of Silvassa Hotel also, which is resort and spa. And just now we launched last month one more property which is called Mayura Oriole Co-Living, which is there in the Goregaon near to Nesco. Right near to Nesco Exhibition Center, which is a dormitory. We call it co-living. It's a typical lodge, हमारे पुराने ज़माने में बोलते थे, but हमने उसको modern pod के concept में बनाया. And we tried our best that we give the same touch and class which we giving in the other properties. So people may be having a good time there with new ideas and all that things. Lots of people have supported us for that also, and luckily we have started picking it up without having a Nesco exhibitions. So great.
So you started your first hotel as a 3-star boutique hotel.
Correct.
How was that experience? Can you share that experience with us?
It was wonderful. I am from the real estate, so my forte was the property approval and construction. So during the construction, we had a typical time, but generally when we make a building in real estate industry, we don't spend so much time at site, and we just go quite oftenly, and see how it is going on and all that. But this was the hotel, and you won't believe, I spent my last 6 months before launch day and night at the hotel. I was blessed with my baby girl, a second child, and I could not spend time with her. And I was like, this is my baby for me, because it was the same time when we launched the hotel in 2015. And it was a great experience, especially with my team of interior, Mr. Mohan Deshpande, who was our guru also, and he was having a purchase head in the company. And with his touch, we got lots of things. We learn a lot regarding purchasing, how pre-opening, especially pre-opening part. I was never having that experience. And then my interior team, especially Mini Bhatt, she was wonderful with the all ideas. Every day we used to share. You won't believe, we have 5 different floors designs, but out of that 4 was freezed earlier also, and 5th we could not manage. We made sure that we went on that floor, and then we planned that from this floor we can do these things. Like this was the instant idea. So we had a very good time. Every day I have a sweet shop, and I still remember every day by evening we used to get tired. So architect and everybody used to tell us, samosa mangao khayenge aisa karke, because we are so tired. It was a great time. First hotel, obviously, you make from start, and we completed just in 24 months. By 27th month, it was full ready to go with all 5 floors, banquet, restaurant, conference, and all that thing. So it was a great journey. At a good times, really great time. So always I miss all these things. That hotel during processing that pre-opening part was really wonderful.
How many rooms are those hotels? How many rooms that Silvassa Hotel has?
Royal Mumbai is having a 44 rooms, which is out of that every floor we had 9 rooms. Out of that, 1 room is suite room, which is with the bathtub, and every floor has a different concept of interior. So whenever you go on each floor, so if you come to my property, you can stay 5 different nights in the 5 different style of rooms, including one more open bathtub room. So this is one of the unique most product in this area. I know many boutique hotels are there in the Mumbai city, but in Andheri, it's one of its kind.
And in Silvassa, how many rooms does the Silvassa property have?
Silvassa is currently we are having 75 keys, and we are going to start with the 93 keys by year end, after Diwali. So it's overall 93 keys. It's with the ground plus 2 properties with 93 rooms, and ideal for a destination wedding and the corporates and all.
Very nice, wonderful. So in a short span, the 4 hotels have been done by you in a short span of time. And how big is your family, and how does your family help you in your ventures?
I'm blessed with my family, because my father had a supervision about this hotel industry and all that things. The day he told me, I was like thrilling as a young guy. If you come to know that your father is telling you that this property we will make into hotels instead of selling it as a building, so you can understand what kind of feelings you must be having. And his support was amazing for me, and I can't express now. He's no more, but it was wonderful, and especially with my wife, my right now my sister, my brother-in-law, my uncle. He started his career, or maybe with my father, since last 30 years, and he was also one of the part. My cousin. So family was always super supportive regarding this. Before opening also, during just when we started, and now also, it's like really great.
How many siblings were you, and how many kids you are blessed with, Mr.?
I have 1 sister, and I have two lovely daughters. One is 11 and one is 6 years. So and my hotel is also 6 years. We just completed 6th year on 10th of July, so it's our anniversary month this year. This
Oh,
month.
congratulations! Belated congratulations to you, rather.
Thank you.
Can you just throw some light on your rooftop dining hall, Patch of Sky, and Cafe 24?
Correct. Okay. So Patch of Sky is there on the Oriolka rooftop, and it's about, earlier it used to be a proper rooftop lounge, but after that Kamla Mill incident, we also closed it because there are multiple rules came in, and then we thought, okay, better we don't have this rules, because our core business is rooms, not the F&B. So obviously we felt better to focus on that, and rather not to go in the illegal manner or something like that, which create the nuisance and all that. So we came up with this idea of experience dining, what I earlier also told. So we have that all kind of setup, one of its kind. I said that generally people must have seen in the Bali and Maldives, where couple goes inside the pool with the floating tray. So we give that experience. We give that proposal experience where the tent is made with the beautiful decoration of balloons, flowers, and everything. Along with that, you can wish your wife or your would-be wife's like proposal and all that thing. So the idea is to create that experience along with the our specialty food. So this all combination we came up on the rooftop. I told you earlier also, there was a movie night concept also we have on the rooftop, family sit down dinner. Many restaurants also have this concept, but we made sure that we have kept for everyone, like football screening for young generation boys, a couple ka setup, a family setup for a sit down dinner, or a typical pool party, birthday party. So all these things are the typical concept of this Patch of Sky. Cafe 24 is there in the Villepale East, which is our restaurant in Villepale East. It was earlier a cafe. Now we got the liquor license, so it's like with the restaurant and bar. So it's just your next door restaurant in Villepale East with all kind of cuisines, Indian, tandoor, multi-cuisine restaurant. It's with the open area and the outside garden. So there also we have made small sitting area, and you can see match in the screen, and we sometimes call this stand-up comedians and music guys and all that thing. So it's like, again, small kind of a restaurant with the touch of experience.
Wonderful. It's nice going now, Mr. Nikhil. In this, let us take a small commercial break. We'll be back with you in 2 minutes' time.
Sure. Thank you.
So, Pradeep. Well, that was Selavi, the elite club at Bandra, and the restaurant name is Mia Cusiana, which serves some excellent food, continental. And I was when I started my entrepreneurship. I was the last position I held was vice president of the Selavi Hotel elite club. So I had also played a little role in making this elite club in Bandra, which is now among the best of the elite clubs in Mumbai. And this is owned by my ex-boss, Mr. Basa Paul, and this show is powered by Selavi. Welcome back to the show, Mr. Nikhil. Now, Mr. Nikhil, tell me, I am so sure you quite often travel. How much do you miss your family while you're traveling? You're on mute.
Frankly, I have not traveled yet much because just after Lonavala launch, the pandemic came and my Silvassa launch work in progress was there. So I have to travel. In fact, I had to travel a lot. So obviously you missed a lot, especially when you don't have habit to go out of Andheri and Parla suburb and you expect to go for a day or a two for Lonavala or Silvassa. So it make certain effect, but now they also have the habit. Kids sometimes miss me, but it's okay. It's a part. They're right now watching. I just got a call. So you missed out, but it's okay. I don't need to travel so many days at a go. Lonavala is just 2 hours now with drive. So we go in morning and come back at late night. So it's okay. That's fine. Let's see in the future if we go up to new locations, then need to think about it.
I am sure you will be planning in your at the back of your mind should be some abroad destinations as well. Now let me ask you on this Inspira Spa resort and spa at Lonavala. How big is this, and how did you make this, and what was the time duration it took for you to make this, and how much sizes of the rooms it is, and what are the plus points of this unique things of this resort and spa?
Okay, so Inspira Resort, this is the we have purchased this property in 2018-19, and this was the already existing hotel which we purchased. So it is not that we have made this hotel. So I would like to clarify that. Yes, it was a ground plus one property which we are going to create ground plus two. So one more floor we are adding. That's why I said currently we are having a 75 room keys, and then it will come up to 93 rooms keys in later stage by Diwali. So that will be again having a new experience during construction of those rooms, or maybe interior concept of those rooms. So this was the existing resort running very well in the Silvassa, in the Naroli village. This resort. With God grace, this is not only owned by me. I am one of the partner in this group of company, and this property is completely not like a typical building. So the first instance, what we like about this property is that it is inside secluded area between all the proper, we can call it proper resort property, ground plus two, not the typical building structure where you see typically in the Mumbai city. So because of this location and the lawn and a huge banquet size, so it's ideal for a destination wedding. So our main business will be destination wedding, to hold corporate meetings, MICE what we call. So maybe like that kind of a business we are expecting. Yes, weekend business from the Gujarat, obviously it's just hardly 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or maybe 2 hours from the city like Surat. So the overall idea to have a mixed combination of wedding and the corporate and the leisure crowd. So that's why we selected this property. Regarding number of keys, as I told you, we are coming up with this new rooms with the concept of Oriole only, with the boutique rooms concept. The different rooms will be having a different concept. Obviously, it is just a single floor. So we have made 3 different sections there. We will make a different type of a rooms. So it is that. Otherwise, this property is very beautiful and ideal for the big groups and corporates and the destination wedding and all, with the swimming pool and spa and gymnasium and conference room, and really very nice property. You don't come to know in Bombay city, where you have a typical vertical building of a concrete structure. This is proper in proper in between the farms and jungles and all that typical resort. So it's a wonderful feeling about it.
But weekends, you should be almost full in this pandemic nowadays.
Yes, but luckily we have not completely open yet because of all the rules and regulations and lockdown again and again. So right now we are blessed with the shooting people. So they have occupied our hotel with more than 70 to 80% rooms. So it's going on. So we will be open completely for the people by general people for the from the August or September, mid-August and September.
Wow, wonderful, wonderful. Now tell me, Mr. Nikhil, how strong is your SOP in maintaining the existing customers as well as bringing in the new customers?
See, service was core part of the Oriole, and we always thought that service will make make retention of our customers. Second thing, how we call Oriole is almost home. Our tagline is that hashtag almost home. So warmth. What I told you that when we started this hotel, it was always a veg hotel. Now we serve everything veg, non-veg now, but earlier we used to have only veg hotel. So this was the main core idea, warmth. That small things which you give during the check-in process, or maybe during the one of the things which we did in initial part. Right now we have in the menu, but everyone doesn't opt for it. Like typically when you call for a thali, you get a most part of the roti and sabzi is little bit and rice and all that. We had one dish which is called dal, rice and sabzi. So we when somebody from a certain part of India comes who likes more of rice and not roti, so this small things makes the difference. So even our typical thali was a panch dhatu thali. Till now we give us very small cute looking bento box for the food, which is very idealistic for the single guest who's solo traveler. So he don't have to waste what 2-3 hour other dishes which we made sure that you can have easily on your own rather than wasting whole complete sabzi ka proper ball and then rice and all that thing. You know that got wasted when you are a single traveler. So all that things makes difference. So how we retain these customers, and as I told you, our interior was our main core, that people keep coming again. I have not yet told about that. I might be I will tell you one more thing. Like we have one of the floors with the hammock. So right now I don't know, maybe somebody will tell that we also have the hammock in the hotel, but as much I know, I have traveled so much, I've never seen the hammock inside the room. Yes, resorts must be having that typical hammocks in the garden area and all. This is at inside the room, and very comfortable to use. You can sleep in that, and you can literally not sitting typically on the chair, or not on the bed when you spend your whole day. Instead of doing that, you have a hammock in your room. So it's wonderful. Not You don't need to go for an executive room. Even our deluxe rooms have that hammock. So this all small things really made the difference to retain them. So that was the main part, the core for Oriole to grow and to retain the customer.
Okay, so that is how you have been seeing a good amount of growth as well as retaining the customers. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Now you tell me, how important was it for you to be, as advice also I would like to hear it from you, how important it is for a hotelier to be on site while the construction is happening, while the interiors are happening? How important is to be there, that he has to be personally present there?
See, this is depend on the person to person and their personal likings, how they used to. I am a civil engineer, so obviously I used to like that time. We literally used to spend time a lot, especially regarding purchasing and all that things. Obviously, it is very effective because then you can save the cost. But this was a very small property, 45 rooms, so I could manage. But if you speak about the big hoteliers, if they are making 200 rooms, you can't go on all rooms or all floors or all around the property in a one visit. So it is important. as being a real estate guy, I would like to say that, but for a hotelier it is little difficult. But they must be having a huge team of purchase manager and the pre-opening operational manager and all that things. So, but it makes difference for the purchasing, especially purchasing part, to go with the innovations. How I told you that hammock thing happened, or rocking chair in our hotel. So if you will see all that things in our property, you can visit our website also. Then you can see all the different floors. So that makes, when you keep on talking about it, or you start brainstorming about your concept and all that things, then it makes the difference. Otherwise, if you give a like lock and key to the interior guy or to many big agency, then you don't need to do that. So it's like both the sides depends on your
Okay.
depends on that. And we wanted to make a boutique property, that's why we took little more interest in that.
Okay. Okay. Well. Now this Mayura co-living, which is a new hope. You said this was a dormitory kind of a thing. We have given a new name to that. Now this Mayura co-living, how much rooms that does this have? As this is in a very hot spot, which is next to the UNESCO, where people want to be in a very accommodative prices as well, because there is only Westin or there is some other hotels which are there. But this one would be a big hit as per my thought process goes, because it's a unique concept, number one, and so many people who don't want to travel so much time because they come for the exhibition, they can stay nearby. How big are the rooms, and how many rooms are there, and each room has how many people can share each room?
Okay, so first of all, the co-living concept is that typical dormitory bunk bed. So it's not the rooms. So if you will see,
Okay.
I don't know, you can see from that far. I will take this little ahead. This is like a bunk bed concept. That
Okay.
typically up and down you can stay. We have made sure that
Okay.
bunk bed में भी हम लोग उसको we give them little privacy, because generally there are men who are solo travelers or a backpackers, जैसे hostel है ऐसे. So those are the ideal customer for this kind of a thing. We made sure that we provide them a good luxury things, that they don't miss out. Because अगर आप सस्ते होटल में या सस्ते होटल में जाते हो तो उसकी all things will also be very cheap and all that things, rather than to give them a even single bed to live to stay, but usko better way se present karo, so that comes out very well. So the idea was to give them a that whatever you spend, even 899 rupees you spend in a general tariff which we have with the breakfast. So that also it's like really worth it. So right from the toiletries, the towels, all the things which as a hotelier I give in the hotel room, which we have provided in this dormitory. We call it pod also, we call it co-living is, that's why, because not only this typical bunk bed ka thing nahi hai ki wo log aaye aur gaye. We want people to stay there, really enjoy there. So we made one small corner with co-working also. So if we are not charging right now, so if you are there for a number of days, we can allow 1 hour or 2 hours to work on the desk, so you don't have to typically sit on your bed and work. We have that desktop also on the bed in that pod. We have that curtain also in the bed. So even that in the dormitory all the people are there, and snoring problem is there at night, somebody is making noise. So we have made one small curtain which cut down the noise. I am not saying that it will make the huge difference, but it will make partial difference. So all that things made our product little different. Our shower room, our toilets, and the basin area where you can do shaving and dental things and all that things. So that we have made sure that how we have created one hotel, same things. If somebody is spending for one pod, he should get same effect. Like now, next main important things which is very USP of this property. We have created one community area in that, apart from co-working. So we have made one kitchen with the dry store, all the basic things. Not you can't make one fancy food, but you can make your own food with the utensils which we provide. Yes, we provide housekeeping also to clean them, but at a certain restricted time, because you can't keep coming in my kitchen and making it and then asking them to clean. So we have made sure that we have one housekeeping guy always cleaning and doing utensils and all that things in the kitchen. You can make your own food. we have one store made where we have a ready to eat or a frozen food, like Maggi and frozen momos and paratha and all that thing. So you don't need to buy from outside, from Zomato or Swiggy or from local restaurant. You can make your own food if you are staying long term. So that is the good thing which we are doing along with the community table. So you are having a networking with other teams and all that things. We have provided one screening, a game zone, a game corner, and one small smoke area where you can just chill out and all that thing. So we made sure it is a combination of a young millennials who wants to travel with not that old world ke wahan pe wo ganda smell kar raha tha and all that things, and I don't want to enter that kind of a dormitory, and they have just mindset that hotel hi acha hota hai. So we have made this, but it is not the room, it is like a bunk bed with the pod concept with all the facilities inside it, electrical facilities, charging, laptop stand and all that things we have provided. So, and location, as you mentioned, it's just blessing for us.
So how many beds we have there? If I can put the other way around, how many?
Sorry, I missed out that point. That is 48 beds pod. So it's total 48. Okay. We have made two different zones. One is 24 and again another is 24. So if certain groups wants to come, you can give that whole section of 24 beds. So that will be also a part. We have come up with the idea of doing party with staycation in this COVID time, because people are right now, corporate travel is not that much, so we have come up with that also, that you can stay at night with your friends, like on the match night we did that. So you can stay overnight and enjoy your meal or enjoy your food with pizza out getting from outside and all that thing. Or maybe you can order in our cloud kitchen also. We have that kitchen also, which is doing a for the cloud kitchen, typical cloud kitchen. So we serve that food also in that restaurant if you order. So this is the overall idea. So you can do party also. So it's like a party with staycation on the weekend.
So you mean to say, inclusive of breakfast, inclusive of this first class maintenance, this is just $899 per person per night?
Yes, $899 per person per night.
Does this match your mathematics? $899, I think it is very steal.
Right now, the market is very competitive. Right now, market is very competitive. Even in our area, all the hotels are doing not that numbers, so high numbers. So we have to be that way. Otherwise, people will prefer to stay in the hotel rooms by paying 1,500 rupees with own space. So we have kept little slow, and let's see what happens in the future. But once everything gets normalized, especially with the exhibition center, it will go up slowly.
It has to. It is bound to go up, because I don't think the mathematics will work with 48 beds and 899 rupees with breakfast and with whatnot. And I know you are a man of so much of hygiene and whatnot. You maintain qualities, all those things. So 899 should be cut to cut, in fact, if I am right.
Yes.
And is this your own property, Mr. Nikhil?
Right now, Zostel is also very having competitive rate, which it never used to be before COVID. So let's see how the market moves out, then we can work out. But obviously, 899 is very competitive and below market level. Correct. You are very correct that to survive from this is very difficult.
Is that your own property?
Yes, that's the point I wanted to say, that it's our own property. So it doesn't make difference. Otherwise, if you buy on rent or something like that, you can't survive with this. Correct.
Even a lodge in Mumbai, which is so pathetic, will not charge you lesser than 2,500 rupees. That is what I can understand.
No, sir, hai abhi.
Wonderful.
There are
a great job. Very nice concept. I think nobody has come out with this kind of a concept. I wish you all the success in this. I hope it multiplies and grows to the next level as well.
Thank you so much.
Now you tell me, Mr. Nikhil, I'm a little going personal as well as professional with you. I found you as a great leader. And what do you feel that the qualities of a great leader has to be?
Frankly speaking, true leaders or a great leader होता है, वो मुझे नहीं मालूम है उसका definition क्या होता है, because even I am very young, blessed with all these senior people like you. Really, I had interacted you earlier with many times. So I don't have that I don't know. I'm not sure about it, but it's all about trial and errors, which I feel. It's all about your team support. If you keep on doing that trial and errors, and if you fail also, then it gives you another chance, and then you come out well. So it's all things, I believe, learning how you learn from your failure, and then you come up with the things. You lead from the front for your team or your staff, because they know, like, this difficult time, they knew that where we will go, where we will head, how this industry will survive, but they trust you. And then you, then that energy also gives you, that positive energy makes you also more positive to do something better. So I think leadership is something which even I keep on learning. In spite of being a owner of all these hotels and the partners of all these hotels and real estate business and retail business, but something which comes up with the trial and error only.
Okay, okay, okay. Now, as I hear from you, you are a good. Not now. You are not gone for holidays. Before the pandemic, you must have gone for holidays. Which is your best holiday place? Which destination it is, and why?
I generally like beach side and sea view and all that. So my best, all the beach destination is my favorite destinations, right from uh, in the Bali and the Thailand part, or just before pandemic we visited Philippines. It was such a beautiful place to go. Still not explored by Indians yet because of the food and the traveling things and all that thing. So I just love this beach destination. It's always on the top of my list. Like, if I literally missed out Goa. I'm not able to travel since last 1.5 years. Otherwise, I used to travel every year once or twice. That at least Goa to jana chahiye. So these are the places which I travel. Otherwise, with European feel, you always get something different feel with the Europe. So it's a best destination to travel. Yeah, these are my personal choice or my personal things, like I like to go.
Very nice. Now, Mr. Yeah, Nikhil.
Yeah.
Now, if this pandemic, you say something good has happened to us because we had tried and tested so many new things in our kitchen and all those things. But in this pandemic too, how good you feel being an hotelier?
Being a hotelier, how good I feel. I really feel good because it is a struggling time, and I am not that much experienced in this industry. So when I started my career, and within a 5 years or 6 years of your career, such thing comes up. So obviously you feel sometimes sad also that लोगों ने 30 साल तक काम किया है and उनके लिए ये 1 साल खराब आया, मैंने तो 5 साल ही काम किया. So it's like 5 years and 6 years. My fifth celebration we did in the COVID situation. So it was not that वो level पे ऐसा नहीं हुआ, लेकिन but I think it gives you another level of inner strength to come out from this difficult time, especially when you are disturbed with your family. Also, my father passed away, and same time this hotel industry was not picking up, restaurant was down, business was overall down. But with God grace and support of the people and my family and friends, I think so. It was I have learned lots of things in this, but it was a very bad time. I think so. Everybody must be passing from it, especially from the hospitality जो hoteliers and restaurants here है जो बहुत ज़्यादा heavy rent pay कर रहे हैं. Obviously they must be suffering badly. Lots of restaurants have got closed. Even we shut down our cafe also. So that was a bad time. And still I don't know आगे क्या होने वाला है when people are talking about it. So let's see.
The,
Uh,
the one you shut was
I'm
that
sorry, what
above
was
and
the
beyond,
next
is it?
question regarding the pandemic time? Just tell me. I can give you proper answer maybe, because I was talking about more about impact of COVID rather than the answer of what you asked me.
No. The pandemic time, we have also learned, we have also lost. But if the government
Yes.
would have thought of supporting us, they would have done to us as other states are doing for their respective restaurants. But we, as a big industry in Mumbai or in Maharashtra, In Maharashtra, everything is open, but Mumbai, we had been very much saddened and we had been completely neglected. We paid the entire fees by March 31st for our liquor licenses, and April 5th they imposed the lockdown. I don't think any community in this kind of a city will want to drink before 4 o'clock in the evening and go to bed. That is totally illogical. That is totally illogical. So I, as a person, feel that the government has totally not supported us, and we all have to strong, united, and take this to, because many other industries, many other fraternities have been very united and have been able to do their work, get their work properly. What is your take on that? What do you feel?
And I think so. Some initiative has been taken by our some few associations and all that. In fact, today also you were also taking some steps to meet some higher authorities and all that, and we should do. I think so. It's a high time. In fact, you won't believe I in very initial months of COVID in 2020 only, I have asked our group members also that we should do something to make them aware also. For an example, if we could have stand together, or maybe we could have come up with that time only that why people are ignoring. For an example, people were having street food during first wave, means in 2020, but they were reluctant to eat from the restaurant. That restaurant guys are giving the this COVID. So this is all things which I think so we have to come up initially only with the solution, that how the ad comes on the media or the TV, that सब पूरे एसोसिएशन ने किसी पर्टिकुलर मैटर के लिए साथ में डाला है कॉमन कॉज के लिए. So why not our industry come up and say के why you are scared about staying in the hotel, or why you are scared about ordering a food in the home delivery, or maybe going at a restaurant. In fact, we are the most taking care while making a food. ये आज नहीं है, हम कैप बिफोर कोविड भी हम पहनते थे. ठीक है, ये मास्क अभी नया आ गया जो हमें किचन में पहनना पड़ रहा है, बट हम तो कैप हेयर नहीं गिरे इसके लिए पहनते ही थे. So all these things are there, but somehow maybe authorities are not taking care, or maybe people are not taking care. See, अभी आप देखो तो मनाली में revenge traveling हो रहा है, इतने लोग पहुंच गए. Last week I heard that Pune also police did not allow group of people to come in. Both sides are there. You should not travel so much also, but I think why not taking it in the positive way? We should take in the positive way and make this industry better. Otherwise, after announcement of opening also till 11:30, if government or our associations or people will not come up with the idea that now everything is safe, if you can travel in train, why not to come to the restaurant? Only restaurant or banquet doesn't give you COVID. All these places also have the same thing. Like how this civil aviation sector is working right now. Every flight is working. I know numbers are less for them, but for them it's not no that 4 p.m. के बाद आप travel नहीं करोगे. At least they are working. That's a good part. ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत compromise करना पड़ता है. They are not serving food in the small less destination flight, but they are working. We are not able to sustain. How you will say your kitchen staff कि आप 4 बजे तक काम करो, उसके बाद आपकी ड्यूटी नहीं है. You have to give them a job, or you have to give them a full salary. So that's a huge problem we need to sort out. Otherwise, जैसे फर्स्ट लॉकडाउन के बाद इतनी रेस्टोरेंट्स बंद हो जाएगी, अभी ये सेकंड राउंड में भी बहुत लोगों को प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी, एंड इट विल बी अ ह्यूज इफेक्ट ऑन द job part also. There are so many people every day calling in our hotel industry group that I need a job and all that thing. So it's like worst time for us. I don't have that much experience in this industry, but I feel in last 6 years whatever I have learned, and the people अपने इंडस्ट्री के लोग जिस हिसाब से काम करते हैं और करते थे, उसके हिसाब से तो we are suffering badly.
We are very much lacking, and that is why we have called for in this public platform. I would like to invite all the hoteliers who are watching this show to come and join the day after tomorrow. We have a small meeting where we are going to take certain steps towards the meeting the people, or how far we can open our for public, because 4 o'clock business is not working at all. There is no way, even because when we were locked down, the landlords were allowing for 50% rent or so. But now we are open. They also want the full money of the scene.
Ooh, very true. Because when you are open, there is no restriction as such. So you are open, you have to pay the rent. Correct? Very, very true.
Second thing, we pay the fees, MCGM fees, the health license fees, the FSSI fees, fire compliance, whatnot. But the road vendors who don't have any licenses, they are allowed to open up till 11 o'clock in the night. Right royally, and in Borivali, if you see, there is a huge crowd here. Dosa wala is fully crowded. The Pani Puri wala is fully crowded. What sin we have done? Being very loyal to our state and being very loyal to the community what we live in. That is my question to all the people who are watching here. We had been taken for a very comfortable ride in this pandemic, and I think if we are going to be like this, and if we are not united, we cannot further move ahead. And this another 3 months will pass. The government will keep on saying that you will start at 4 o'clock. That's what my take on this is.
Very true. In fact, even we have to come up with the point that in April or May, somewhere I heard, or May, I might have got the circular also regarding the reducing in the fees of electric. That also not been given yet, because right now also we are not getting any kind of a relief for hotel industry ko commercial industrial ka status ke hisab se during pandemic we will not charge this much. Adani is charging the whole amount which they were supposed to charge before also. So this is also one more problem which we are facing right now as a hotelier. I am talking, because we have the fixed fees for the having a substation in our property. So all the hoteliers must be facing this problem also, because generally in the typical restaurants or at your home or office, if you don't consume, you don't get bill that much. But here too we have to pay that much also, fixed charges. So these are the things which we need to cater immediately.
Yes. So on a lighter note, on a nice conversing with you for the past 1 hour, how it went off, I do not know. But as such, where do I see Mr. Samani in the year 2025?
I'm sorry, I lost out during that network issue was there. Can you repeat the question?
No. I'm just asking you, we had a good time with you. How 1 hour went, we did not know. But where do we see Mr. Samani in the year 2025?
So let's see, depends on the situation also. We were very optimistic before COVID to make more number of hotels and all that things in the next few years. But now after this COVID situation, we have revised our plans and all that things, that how we will work out further. So obviously during COVID also we launched 2 hotels, and just before COVID 1, so 4 are already there. Let's see, we will come up with something new also now, because the Indian domestic industry is really developing very well. Our next task is always like that we have opened one in Bombay, one in Lonavala. So obviously my favorite destination is that Goa or Alibag, because right now these 2 places are very much in. So we are looking for something new things also, some new concept, because as Oriole, we are always coming up with some new concept. I know sometimes people doesn't like our name. People doesn't understand initially the concept, like Mayura co-living is really a new concept. It will take time people to understand overall, even if it is a common product, but it may, like that, we will come up with few more products soon. So not yet planned, but it is there in our line of action. And in the especially in the real estate sector, we are coming up with a couple of projects, or are focused more on that side. Because of the COVID, we have just made sure that comma in the part of hospitality industry and focusing more on the real estate.
Wonderful. It was very nice having you on the show, Mr. Nikhil. And in your busy schedule, you took your time for us, and it was our privilege.
I'm little camera shy and talking in public, but you convinced me, and I'm really thankful. I hope I was at par what you were expecting me to talk, because you said it is not like that, any public speaking or something like that. It is all about you. I'm not going to ask you anything like that. So even I'm really happy and had a good time. Really, 1 hour. You are saying 1 hour, and in fact, our show is more than 8 o'clock now, right now. So.
Yeah. No. When I saw you itself first time, I know I do have a face reading. I do thought that time itself, yes, this man will have a great future. And that is why I told you, sir, you will not be camera shy. You will speak well, and you made it more than what I expected, or more what than everybody would have expected.
Thank you
so much, Mr. Nikhil. It was a pleasure having you, and we look forward to converse with you in future as well.
Yes.
Can Pradeep Jodani? Yes, Mr. Nikhil, you are trying to say something?
No. I was just thanking you. Thank you, and thanks to your team. It was very, very well organized, right from Pradeep to Dimple. Everyone was immediately he approved my camera location and all that thing. So really nice. And Dimple, thank you for the
Thank you, sir.
introduction. It was really lovely. You made my 20 years or my company's profile very simplistic.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
Thank you so much. That courtesy goes to Dimple only. So Dimple, over to you for vote of thanks, please.
Sure, sir. As we draw close to the 12th episode of the Hospitality Show, I would like to thank Mr. Pradeep Jodhani, the technical head of the show, Dr. Ananth Vaidyanathan, the creator and visionary for this wonderful event, Mr. Nikhil Samani, our honorable chief guest, for making this show super successful. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all our online viewers who has contributed equally by being a part of this event. So, ladies and gentlemen, till our next episode, signing off from the Hospitality Show, Dimple Madhani, good night and Shubhratri.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Thank you.
So that was the 12th episode of the Hospitality Show powered by Selavi, the elite club in Bandra. Viewers, we are in the pandemic times. Take care of your family, take care of your kids, take care of your senior citizens. This show, which is being live, most of the people don't get to watch live, but we see a tremendous amount of viewers in the next 24 hours or so. And we have now crossed 20,000 viewers in the span of 12 episodes. And people who have viewed it, please post your comments and we will be more than happy to reply to it. At last, but not the least, we have a great personality who is coming out in the next week of our show, who is a very renowned chef. Let me have that gentleman. This is Mr. Nitin Manocha, directly from abroad. He's coming on live on the next episode, the episode number 30. And Nitin Manocha was the executive chef when I was opening up Taj Santa Cruz in Mumbai. So we will have to wait to hear from the great man himself. And I wish all of you to take care. Shabakir. Love you all. Thank you so much.